What's up, guys? Oh boy. Whew. I'm doing this video while I'm working. I may miss some things here, but I needed to talk about this as soon as I possibly could. Alright. Before I went to work this morning, I saw a video pop up about Dominic Ingle talking about, Kell Brook and Billy Joe Saunders with Michelle Joy Phelps. And I was interested in it. But just I have time to watch it, number one. And also, I was curious what he would say about Billy Joe. I had a feeling he would probably be defending the guy. I watched this video, say around the 18-minute mark. That's what we need to go to on this video. I will put the link in the comment section if you have not seen it. Dominic Ingle, I am very disappointed, and I will be sending this video to Dominic Ingle. I send him a good number of my videos. I like Dominic Ingle. The only time I had a problem with him was when he threw the towel when Kell Brook fought Golovkin. All right. In the heat of the moment, I was pissed at Dominic Ingle. I'm not, mad about it anymore. Because there is more to life than boxing, more to life than winning that fight. And I definitely would not want Kell Brook to go blind or any other fighter to go blind, in a fight. All right. But, I feel that Dominic Ingle is underrated. He does not get the recognition that he deserves for what he has done, for the way he trains guys. I think he is a little under the radar and, getting world recognition. But in this interview, he failed big time. He failed big time. When I made that video about Kid Galahad, comments he made saying it was bullshit what happened to Billy Joe, I sent that video to Kid Galahad, I sent it to Kell Brook, I sent it to Dominic Ingle, Eddie Hearn, Deontay Wilder, everybody I mentioned in the video. And these guys are not getting it. They are not getting it, man. I know Billy Joe is their guy. I know, they want to look out for him, but in the process, they are giving themselves a bad name. They are giving the Ingle Gym a bad name. They are giving British boxing a bad name. He's going on talking about, how it was rubbish what happened to Billy Joe. He's belittling VADA, talking about VADA, this little organization in America. Saying how, how they view in competition as being, 10 weeks out before the fight. How you're not in competition, you're only in competition the day of the fight, according to him. Just saying all the wrong things, man. Making it sound like, like it was this big time conspiracy to get, to get the title off Billy Joe. Talking about he was gotten out of the way, moved out of the way. Like Eddie Hearn in Massachusetts and VADA conspiring, and Andre conspiring to get the belt off Billy Joe so Andre could get an easier fight. Discrediting Victor Conte, saying that Victor Conte, he don't know what he's talking about. He's lying. I wish I was at home in front of a computer where I could have typed up everything that Dominic Ingle said. Dominic Ingle, you are way off, man. You are way, way off. You actually want to believe and say that in competition is the day of the fight. That's the only time testing should really count and matter. If that's the case, why does the UFC have USADA testing their athletes 24/7, 365 randomly year round? Why have the WBC and the WBA instituted drug programs with their top 15 and champions to be tested by VADA anytime, unannounced, year round for banned substances. Why does it exist if it doesn't matter what a guy does between fights, leading up to fights? What are you saying, Dominic Ingle? He wants to go on like the UCAD way is the way that it should be. That these rules in America, as he said, with VADA shouldn't exist. It should only be there to fight. So are you saying that any fighter that you represent who believes in clean competition, who does not use inhalers, who does not use any drugs, are you saying that it's okay for that fighter to fight another fighter who uses banned substances at any time during the year, leading up to the fight or whatever, to get stronger, faster, bigger, leaner, more endurance, more stamina, cut weight better? You saying it's fair for your fighter to fight a fighter like that? Is that what you're saying? Man, these guys are handling this shit so wrong, man. They could respond to this and not throw Billy Joe under the bus. They could say, it was unfortunate. Those were the VADA rules, and unfortunately, those rules weren't adhered to. We failed. They could say that. They could say, it's legal. In the UK, we made an error. We did not, do our background checks. We did not, check everything to make sure that it was okay with VADA. It was a mistake on our part. He could say that. He could say, Billy and Billy Joe could say, Billy Joe is, he's such against, PED use and, guys trying to get an advantage in a fight, that he is going to, he will no longer use an inhaler, and he is going to enroll in a clean boxing program with VADA, so they can show up and test him at any time for any banned substances to prove that he is clean. These guys could say things like that, man, and come out smelling good, looking good, man. People say, these guys are acknowledging wrongdoing, they falling on the sword. People will be willing to give Billy Joe a second chance. People look at the Ingle gym and say, them guys, they acknowledge that something was done wrong, and they want to, they don't want to be wrong. They want to do better, But you guys are saying all the wrong things, man. And I am, I have been a fan of you guys. I've been supporting you guys. Billy Joe, Kell Brook, Dominic Ingle, But man, you guys are just saying all the wrong things, man. And if the rumors are true that Kell Brook could be leaving the gym, man, maybe he should, man, because the Ingle gym ain't looking too hot right now, man. It's the, if somebody is seeing these videos and saying, you see, those guys are cheaters. You see that those guys in that gym, they all use inhalers. You see those British guys, they they want a window to cheat between fights. They want to use banned substances, and then be able to cycle off and test clean night of the fight and have an advantage. If somebody don't want to say that shit about you guys, man, I could not defend it, man. I could not defend it. And that's just not anybody in America. Anybody in the world watching those videos, if they had those viewpoints to you guys, I could not dispute or stand up for you guys. And let me say this, okay? VADA is not just some little American organization, some minute organization as you claim. You're talking about VADA being a standard. Hell, if VADA's giving guys window to cheat leading up to competitions, then they are not the standard. VADA is, all right? I'm going with the more strict drug testing, and obviously VADA is, if they are not allowing this oxylophrin inhalers between competitions, all right? They may be based in America, but they test worldwide. Top 15 in champs, WBA, WBC, those aren't all American fighters. They can go to the UK and test Anthony Joshua because he's the WBA champion. They can go test Naoya Inoue in Japan because he's a WBA champion anytime they want to. All right? Fair boxing program, VADA, clean boxing program, VADA. They can test any of these fighters. Alexander Usyk, all right, if he's in the Ukraine right now preparing for Tony Bellew, VADA is in the Ukraine. They have some representatives over there giving him a test leading up to that fight, all right, and they can test him anytime during the year because he is a WBA and WBC champion. You know, he is subjected to random 24/7, 365 testing. You know, hell, even Eddie Hearn is acknowledging this, how this is not right in the UK. You know, how they, you know, consider this out of competition that they're considering. You know, like Eddie's saying, you know, you in competition all year, man. You know, you can, between fights, you can, you know, not have testing and do all these things and, you know, get this big time advantage, you know, and it'll benefit you in the fight. All you gotta do is cycle off the shit. Nah, man, if that was not right, then USADA would not be used with the UFC. VADA would not be used with the WBA and the WBC. You know, so you are wrong, Dominic Ingle. You know, and you're making yourself and your gym look bad, man. All the fighters in your gym, British boxing, making you guys look bad, man. You know, and to try to down talk Victor Conte, shit, man. Look, if you want to say Victor Conte, you know, is a dubious character, or he is, you know, he doesn't have a squeaky clean record. If you want to say something like that, okay. The man was indicted by the feds and investigated by the feds. But one thing that you cannot say is that this man does not know about PEDs. You know, nobody can say that, okay? He is one of the world's best experts on performance enhancing drugs, man. You know, if he was not, you know, star athletes would not have been using him and, you know, winning gold medals and setting world records and, you know, getting big time contracts, winning fights and shit, you know, with Victor Conte, man. You know, so yes, this guy knows what he's talking about. And as far as him saying that oxylophone is 10 times worse than clenbuterol, I read off the benefits of the drug myself, man. Oxygenation of the blood, you know, adrenaline production increase, endurance, alertness, focus, you know. I mean, all these benefits, man, of oxylophone. These are facts, man. You know, like people saying, you know, Billy Joe, you know, he could use his inhaler. He could be on the treadmill longer because of the endurance. He can cut weight, you know, a lot better, easier and shit, you know. These are facts, man. And, you know, trying to defend it, saying it's rubbish and all that, it's a bad look, man. It's a bad look for you guys. You guys should fall on the sword and accept it, man. You know, Billy Joe did not even try to defend himself. Gave up his belt. You know, he could have made a case for WBO for them not to strip him, and he did not. He did not. You know, he gave up his belt, man. You know, if he was using it for medical reasons, like Victor Conte said he needed a prescription, you know, he should have tried to get an exemption with VADA, and he did not. Clearly, he did not. So, you know, this is terrible, man. I'm very disappointed, Dominic Ingle. I am very, very disappointed in what you were saying, man. You're making yourself look bad. You're making the gym look bad. You're making, you know, my guy Kell Brook, you know, a part of this gym, man. People can look at Kell Brook and say, you see, his coach, he's okay with fighters having this window and the oxylophone, and, you know, he feels like nothing was done wrong, you know. Kell Brook in that camp. But what is Kell Brook doing, you know? It's bad, man. This is bad. You know, talking about Frank Warren, how he's not going to let WBO get away with it and all this kind of shit, man. Frank Warren talking about filing lawsuits, this, that, and the other, man. You guys be better off saying, you know what, we made a mistake. We're going to ensure that this does not happen again, man. Hell, we'd rather go with the stricter drug testing than, you know, a guy being able to do what he wants leading up to the fight as long as he, you know, passes that one test on fight day. You know, maybe some, you know, dumb fans don't get it, but, you know, I know better, man. You know, and there are a lot of other fans out there who know better, man. This shit is not right, what you guys talking about. So, you know, I think that's it, guys. I'm very disappointed, very fired up, man. I'll put that link in the comment section. and go to the 18-minute mark of that video if you have not seen it. If I miss anything, maybe I'll leave a comment in the comment section. But Dominic Ingle is way off, man. He is way off. These guys but need to change their positions big time, man. Big time. This is very disappointing, man. As somebody who has been a fan of his, and Kell Brook and all these guys, man. This is not a good look, man. Not a good look for these guys. British boxing. This is bad, man. This is bad. So, let me know what you guys think, man. And I will check in with y'all soon, man. Thanks for watching.